Hi, I'm Phill Jupitus. Just about to take a little parcel off. Now shipping this box to Hong Kong. It's got hi-fi in it. Yeah, she's all packaged up and ready to go. So I'm now going to be taking that down to the local drop-off point. I could have had it collected, but I've got things to do tomorrow. Well, Monday that would have been. Anyway, over the weekend I found a load of stuff in my loft from when I was at school. This is a load of bits and pieces. Anyway, my mate worked in a shop. He owned a shop in the city, so I thought I'll have to tell him about it. And I ain't seen him for a lot of years, so you'll see all this is poignant. So he ain't seen me for a few years, and I ain't seen him. And we used to hang about together when we were young and at school. Anyway, I found these things. There's a long story in that. I'll make a video about that some other time. So go into the city door, and you know you can't park in there. I get a 30-minute spot. So put my money in the machine, run to his shop. Anyway, you know, this is about not recognising things, really. So anyway, there's only a couple of people in there, a woman and this chap. And I thought, okay, I recognise this chap. And I'm listening to his voice, I'm looking up the wall and all that, because my mate hasn't recognised me. He hasn't recognised me either. So I haven't recognised who this chap is there, who my mate is talking to, and he hasn't recognised me. So I'm looking up the wall, looking at the products and all that in this place. And listening to this conversation he's having with this gentleman there. And sort of like laughing and as you do, you know, sort of listening in. It's a very small shop. So, yeah, he's chatting to the chat. Anyway, that happened to be Phill Jupitus, the comedian. Now, I did recognise him, but I didn't, if you know what I mean. I do like his work, and I like comedy. And so, I'm like thinking, yeah, I really need to speak to my mate. But he hasn't recognised me, so he ain't broke the conversation off with this chap. And I haven't recognised this chap, because I'm wanting to butt in. I really am. I don't, because I'm British, and we don't do things like that. We don't butt in. And so anyway, I'm like thinking, oh, I've got 15 minutes left. I've got 10 minutes left, 10 minutes left. Surely he's going to finish this conversation soon. Anyway, what happened to be that Phill Jupitus he's doing a couple of nights in the city, you know, on tour. And so anyway, his conversation come to a natural end. That's all done. And so I said to my mate, I go, how? Now my mate go, can I help you? I go, yeah. I said, of course you can help me. And he's like, yes. And I go, you don't recognise me, do you? He go, no. And he go, no, not at all. He said, I think you've got a disguise on. And now he didn't know who I was. Well, the moral of the story is, I didn't know who Phill Jupitus was, but I did. And so I'm glad I didn't butt in, because he's a comedian and he'd have kicked my ass. And he actually seems a really nice chap, and he was having a nice conversation, a nice ordinary conversation. I suppose that's what they do, really. You get one-sided off the telly or whatever, don't you? These people are not what you expect them to be. But he was nice. And my mate genuinely didn't recognise me. Anyway, I told him about these things in the attic, and that was all funny, but I only had 4 or 5 minutes, you know, less than 4 minutes left to run back. And I had a couple of parking tickets this week, which I'm not happy about. So, you know, I wanted to get away, and I really didn't. It was one of them times when you could have done with some more time. Anyway, I told my mate, you know, what was what and all that lot, and everything. And like I say, he didn't recognise me, as you would. But the other point of this is, I see him a couple of years ago. And for the last couple of years, I've been thinking, oh, what's the matter with him? We was at a gig. I'm at the bar buying myself a drink, and he's at the bar. You know, only 2 people away. So I nod to him and sort of say, "Are you all right?" And he sort of blanked me. Well, that was because he didn't recognise me. Whereas I don't know about you lot. I'm the sort of person who'll recognise people forever. You know, I hear their voice, I know who they are. I see them, I know who they are. So anyway, if you're similar to me, leave me some comments. I could do with some comments. Anyway, thanks for watching.